Hi guys, Simon Ruffalo here. Today we're going to learn how to hero the humble open chord. Let's play. Okay, so on this lesson we're going to just look at some open chords. So just a few basic open chords to start with, and I'm using my Taylor 314 CE, a beautiful acoustic left-handed guitar which I play lots and lots. Okay, so let's look at the D chord, just the humble D major chord. So what I like to do is just be creative with it by taking a finger off here and there. My first finger, strumming a progression, and adding it on. Yeah. Obviously we know taking our second finger off how that sounds. It's like a D2. Back on. Alright. But then take the first finger off. Got beautiful sounds. Back on. How about taking both of them off? On. Or you can try little hammer-ons. Create little hooks just with taking a few fingers off. Maybe adding your pinky onto the 3rd string, 4th fret. And then off. So 2nd fret, 4th fret, 2nd fret, open. Now we can even go now to the 4th string using my little finger. So my little pinky there onto the 4th string, you can do little hammer-ons. So I'm going 4th string, 4th fret, 3rd string, 4th fret. So you can come up with all these little cool little hooks which are great for songwriters. Let's look at the C chord, just your normal humble C chord. All right, let's just look at what we can do. We can take fingers off. So we can take our 2nd finger off, put it back on, put our little pinky on, sus4, pretty standard, we already know this. All right, let's take our 1st finger off, like a major 7, really pretty sound, back on. What about taking the 2nd finger and the 1st finger off? Then hammering them on. That's really pretty, I love that. Obviously you got your top string, or your on the 1st string, or on the 2nd string. Pinky there, pulling them off. Or you can put your pinky on the 3rd string, 4th fret, make a major 7 sound. Pull it off. Okay, let's look at the E minor chord now. So you just got your standard E minor chord, even just setting up a bit of a groove. I like to hammer on. Just make it a bit more interesting. Okay, now let's have a look at making it an E minor 9, which is a very common thing we do as guitarists. So I've got the 4th string, 4th fret, the F sharp. You've got this nice little dissonance. Open G and the F sharp, alright? So you got that nice thing going on. Creating hooks. But then we've still got these 2 fingers. So we can do plenty of things with these fingers. Let's put this 2nd finger on the 2nd string 3rd fret with a D. So it's an E minor 9, E minor 7/9. Nice little colour. I can pull it off. Pinky can go up onto the 1st string 5th fret. beautiful colour. And then you can learn how to get your pinky to pull it off. Very strong sounding chord. So you know you add all these different notes, which is a lot of fun. You can arpeggiate the strings. Okay, another one I love is your standard E minor. Now let's use kind of an E minor 9 again, but using, it's an E minor 7 with a 9. So I've got the two notes up here, so I've got my F sharp and my D. It's kind of like similar to the D chord, but then I've got my E minor part here. That's a beautiful colour, and I can practice that. So I'm holding them and pulling them off over the E minor. Okay, what we're going to do now, we're going to learn a 1 to 4 progression, which is common in songs, 1 to 4. So in the key of G. So it's going to be G major to C major. But let's learn the notes of the scales first in G, because we can use some of the notes of the scales to add colour to these humble chords. So we're going to go from G, 6th string, 3rd fret, G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. We'll come back down, G, F sharp, E, D, C, B, A, G, F sharp, E, D, C, B, A, G. Okay, so now let's we're going to use this G shape. And then we're going to go to which is very standard in acoustic guitar, to what's called a C2 shape. The first thing I love to do, over my G and C, I've got this little, this little F sharp. So I've taken my pinky off and put my first finger there on the F sharp on the 1st string, alright? And I can use that over both chords. So I can go up to the C. Adds a bit of colour. It's beautiful. Okay, so over these two chords, over the G and the C, alright, you've got these nice little areas with your last finger. So you've got these, alright, the 3rd string and the 4th string. So D, E, F sharp, and then over the 3rd string, G, A, and B. And you can use your last finger and 1st finger to come up with this really nice. So many variations of this, you know what I mean? So I'm going to do a small little progression using the G to the C with these notes, and also the top string, which I was using before. So to the C. Right, or I could make it using a little bit more of a hammer-on pull-off thing. So pull off. That's nice. So it's basically, it's got that. Pull off, pick, pick. Okay, here's another version. Okay, let's add some more chords now. We're going to make a chord progression in the key of G. We're going to go for C, D, A minor, E minor. And then the next 4 chords, C, D, A minor, G. Alright, so we've got our C. So instead of just playing to the D, to the A minor, E minor, I'm going to use a few hammer-ons. Watch what I do with the C chord. D, A minor, and then the E minor 9. Okay, what we can do here is C, now slide it up 2 frets, which is like the D. It's just an interesting D shape, this one. we'll slide it up into the E minor. Alright, so it's got this nice little ring to it. A minor. Alright, I can create a little riff. Now this is not an exhaustive list. I'm not going to go through every chord and every combination. Use your own creativity in making it happen. So it's just a combination of taking fingers off, you know, using scale notes, hammer-ons, pull-offs, and obviously a groove also. So muting the acoustic. So it takes practice. So you got to start really simple, just a simple strum, just one chord, and just experiment, moving those fingers around, using scale notes. So you can even play like a G chord, and just kind of play the scale come down. So G, F sharp, E, D, C, B, A, G, F sharp, E, F, D, C, B, A, G. So using all your notes over the chord. And then it just gives you lots of different options when you're coming up with ideas in a song. A little trick is you have to hero the D, which is really cool. The harmonic here, using harmonics. So on the 7th fret, on the 4th, 3rd and 2nd, actually creates the D chord. There we go, this is the 5th fret on the 3rd string, adds a sus. Beautiful. So it's just being really creative, using harmonics, E minor, 12th fret, or 5th fret. There's a little bonus one using E, which we use a lot, E to A, E major to A major. This is one that I use sometimes to create a rich sound. Now it's a bit of a stretch. That's E major 2. It's got the F sharp again, but it's major this time. Hear the difference? Here's E minor 2. Oh, but here's E major. And then when I go to the A, instead of that one, what I do is I move it along. So just look at the fingering there. It'll be on the screen. It's a big stretch, but it just sounds beautiful instead of just. Which is pretty, but if you want to make it sound interesting. Oh, listen to that. We can. Enjoy that one. Okay, let's add a capo now. Let's put the capo on the 5th fret. We're going to still play the G shapes. So we're going to play the G, C, and then the D. This is technically in C bar. Alright, so we're actually playing in the key of C. It's a C chord, but we're using G shapes. So, but instead of playing the G like the way I was doing before, I'm kind of using it this way. So my third finger's there, and my top finger's there. And I've got these 2 fingers to add these nice. Second string, I've got my 2nd finger and 1st finger, just adding, it's kind of like it's almost like a C shape. Adding it on, I can hammer on. Alright, that's beautiful. Now with the C shape, up to the D shape, it's just got a beautiful sound, nice high sound in the mix. So now my little finger. So let's try something. Okay, so there you go. I tried to hero some open chords. I didn't go through all of them. There's heaps more to explore, but that's up to you now to be creative, to make mistakes, to put fingers on different strings and frets over those open chords. So enjoy, have fun, and I'd love to hear what you're doing with those chords. And make sure you subscribe to this channel. I'm going to continue to provide lessons and interviews with other guitarists and some stories also. So I'll see you in a couple of weeks.